We zoom in now to the bustling Crossroads Tavern. Here, our party, the Pencil Pushers, have disguised themselves as Raven Hall students to enter this trivia night. I would like to each of you to go around and introduce the identity that you have assumed.
I'm Bushel Dowdy. I have a blonde hair. Welcome to the back. I have, even though I'm a Lightfoot halfling, I'm really small. I got my nose up like I'm better than everyone.
My character's name is Wormlock, because I am a silver dragonborn.
Okay.
Don't be confused. It's not spelled with a Y, it's spelled with an E. A lot of people get that confused. He didn't really get to choose what he looks like, so it's like super edgy. Everything he wears is edgy, it's piercing. Alok doesn't change his personality for this. So.
Just talking like Alok the whole time.
Yeah.
I am a Razor, who is yes, with a Y, not an O, I should specify. He is a drow. He is very disheveled, also has piercings, mostly in his ears.
Okay, so originally I picked a different name that's more in line with Ruby, like her aliases, and then I realized, oh yeah, we're not doing that. These are real people. So I went.
It's crazy that Wormlock was named that.
Yeah,
Wormlock.
Great.
It's pure serendipity.
That's crazy how that happened. Huh?
I went with the first name Ram. They have blue hair.
Okay.
They're a rock gnome. They have lots of piercings. They're
Okay. The trivia master shambles up to the central podium and casts thaumaturgy.
Right then, we will be beginning shortly. Introducing the prize of the Scales of Libra. Well, it was meant to be esteemed faculty member Yesuke Ishira, but unfortunately she had to call out for the night. In her place, Cardinal Wellman.
He's a quite gaudily dressed gentleman. He walks in and he says, "Here again, where roads do meet, a simple showman does his audience greet, to bring with him that gilded prize, commanding gazes, stares, and eyes." And you see he unfurls like his suit with like a flourish. The scales of Libra appear in the air, kind of suspended in animation. A few more minutes have you to prepare to answer questions 10, should you dare. As the preparations occur, you see Cardinal Wellman is like checking in on everybody, making strange comments, and you see he stops at your guys' table. Here again the travelers meet, to take once more their guised seats. A well-read band of students four, to mortal eyes but nothing more, yet glamour met with glamour knows. Fear not, my friends, mine lips are closed. And it kind of just like skips away. After a few moments, everybody gets settled in. You see there's a bit of a commotion over at the Inkwell side of the room, and some poor Inkwell student is like throwing up, like has drunk too much. I'm sorry, guys. I don't think I can do trivia anymore. It's like, I'm sorry, you're gonna be one person down. And you see, you guys clock Simon. Scrambles over. Excuse me. I can fill in if you like. Really? You'd fill in? Thanks. What's your name? It's Matsu. Matsu Welling. Gallet, you hear through fields the four quadruplets going, clearly he couldn't handle his liquor, right, number one? Yes, number two. What an idiot. All these Inkwell University students are all the same. None of them can handle their liquor. And then the trivia night begins proper.
Alrighty. Arcane Chalk at the ready.
Cardinal Wellman walks over bearing the scales. A prize well fought and a prize well earned. A lesson well suited and a lesson well learned. This the four of you may now step forth and claim. You've won the battle, but have you won the game? As you guys discuss, you see one of the Punishers walks over to you. She's wearing his like greaser jacket with the spikes on it. He walks up to you, pulls out a comb, slicks it back. You guys did pretty well over there. But I haven't
did
seen you
adequate.
around. Bucko.
We haven't seen you around either.
You mean you haven't seen Danny the Dagger? I feel sorry for you guys. Well, take a good look so that you don't forget. Danny the Dagger is from Hellspout.
I just sort of lean up in his face. So, what do you want, Dagger?
I want to know where 4 smart cats like you guys just show up from out of the blue. I know pretty much everybody around the academy, at least everybody worth knowing, that is. What's the deal, Daddy-O?
I'm just gonna like roll my eyes and look a little bored, and say, if you really knew everyone worth knowing, you wouldn't have to be asking these questions.
He like flips his hair and then walks away, then turns and goes, but just so you know, Danny's watching you.
When I see a moment where, like, I don't, no one's looking at me, maybe I hide behind a few things, I go invisible.
Okay.
I'll be right back. I need to do something. I go up to the quadruplets, and I want to steal something of theirs.
You snatch a little wick razor pin.
And I would like to plant it on the dagger guy. Into his pocket, but just at the right angle where it's not completely, you can see it. But it looks like he attempted to put it in his pocket, and then it got caught.
On a nat 20, I will give you the ability to also steal something from Dan.
I'll steal
His
whatever.
comb.
Yeah, do you want to steal his comb?
Yeah, screw him. When I have a moment, I'll uninvis myself and let the Wick Razor boys know what just nefarious thing this man has done.
What? Number 4, did you see that? No, number 1, I didn't see that. Number 3, did you see that? No, number 2, did you see that? But they all go and they clock that the pin is missing. Each of them pulls out a vial of poison, and they go, which one are we feeling? Death by diarrhea, petrification poison? Are we thinking electroshock poison? And you see they're discussing amongst themselves, oh, I think the burning up from the inside's potion for this crime.
So should any of us like go talk to that weird guy that like definitely saw through our disguises and definitely knows like our goals and our plans and who we are and like literally everything about us? Should we like talk to that person?
The soft approach of long-lost chums, here in den of wine and rum. What can Cardinal Wellman do you for? Questions of fate or love or lore? I decided that this was going to be this person's bit, and I hate myself. I hate myself.
Guys, let's try to make this a
You're
really
locked
long
in.
conversation with him.
What are your thoughts on xylophones?
Right with the oranges, yeah.
So how many times have you done this?
Time and time and time again. Here and now and then. 'Tis true, the few of us have met and shared in gift and song and debt.
Do you know me from these past iterations?
I have known thee, though thou wert. Were. Old English. Though thou were older, hardened thus, rougher, bolder. Yet your face is no stranger to me. I know not what circumstance of destiny has led you here to look thus younger. Perhaps I lost my train of thought on account of hunger.
Oh no.
Do you need a snack?
Alas, yonder barman, if ye have any fries, or onion rings, or mozzarella sticks, in fact, a surprise.
The unfortunate thing is he actually wanted one of those things, but then he's like, fuck, I have to make this rhyme, so he just threw in the surprise. And he doesn't get what he wants now.
Oh, that's really sad. Not to get too personal, but do you like being this way, or are you, like, cursed or something?
We are
Oh, yeah.
in all our ways much cursed, though others in my line have it worse.
My question to you is, are you friend, foe, or a spectator?
I am but something in between. The role I play in your story is somewhat mean, and sometimes kind, and sometimes cruel, and sometimes I may even play the fool. But know this, and nothing more. I live for moments like I have with you four.
Do you have any information on like any of the Fae lords or ladies?
Now, which of them would you like to hear about?
Titania's the
I
only
know
one really
much
know.
and more, with and without. Know I this, that the queen has made bargain with a friend of mine, to much your chagrin. A woman named Yeska has brokered a pact, though for me to reveal would be violation of tact. Limited am I in what I can do on this plane, though if you were to come to the Fey realm, I would not say the same. Find me there, and perhaps we can reacquaint. Then you decide if I am sinner or saint. He smiles, snaps his finger, and dissipates into a burst of smoke. And I think, with just your passive insight, this is Robin Goodfellow, the hologram Simon.
Mm-hmm.
He mentioned that in your travels to the Feywild, you should look out for a Robin Goodfellow who would probably help. As the tavern door opens, and you see ducking underneath the doorway is that half-giant Vienna Willow. And you immediately hear Danny the Dagger, raises a hand in the air, charges a fireball spell, and he goes, "Who took my fucking comb?" And you see, the 4 quadruplets. "You probably misplaced it, you idiot. What did you say to me? Punishers, get 'em!" And every Punisher charges up a fireball at once, and you just see counter spells flying everywhere. Counter spells, people countering counter spells, people countering the counter spells, the counter spells, and eventually at the end of it, no spell successfully cast. And you see Danny the Dagger pulls out a gleaming arcane dagger. "All right, the old-fashioned way then." And you see he runs over to one of the quadruplets, and the Vienna Willow, very lazily, just hold person, just freezes up immediately. And Vienna sits down at the bar. So as this figure of authority steps into the room, everything calms down. Even after the hold person spell fades, Danny the Dagger just clambers up and he goes, "You haven't seen the last of Danny the Dagger." Slinks back to his corner. Vienna goes, "Well, that was quite interesting. I assume you are the contacts I was sent to meet?"
Yeah, that's right. We're looking for someone who's in a rather remote part of the campus. Do you know anything about that?
You are talking about Yeska's prime specimen. She believes it is going to be vital in taking the fight to the Red Wraith. My faculty pass has not been granted the access privileges that would be required. What I would recommend is that you compete in the Quadramage competition. That faculty pass will have all privileges. This year, as it happens, I have been tasked with watching over the Chalice of Water, which will be how your names will get drawn. I can rig the system for you so that you are chosen. All that you would have to do is to survive the trials. You see Simon walks over to you guys. Would it be all right if I spent some time apart from you guys for the moment? I feel that I have unfinished business at Inkwell.
Sure, yeah.
Probably for the best anyways. Do we get separate rooms from the other people?
Yes, you do get your own cells.
Cells?
Also,
How about we stop talking about the dorms and I escort you to them?
Yeah, of course.
You guys exit out of the Crossroads Tavern, and you see you return to the courtyard. You spy your rune buggy on into the valley that leads up to Ravenhall.
All right, well, I'll go to my dungeon. See you
Okay.
guys tomorrow.
I'm
aye,
not calling it
Kevin.
a dungeon. Before we go, it's really hard to miss the fact that I'm the only one here that can't use magic. I have some funny items that can do magic.
You know what? Now that we're all here, I just had a question. Should I be looking for a secret for Yeska?
Perhaps a Chamber of Secrets could be.
Yes, maybe. Perhaps a chamber.
Ooh.
No.
Who has earrings? I believe.
I think it's Alok and
Yeah,
Gallet,
I'll
right?
take-
So you guys find the door
Mhm.
with your house's insignia on it. Ruby, the walls to the dorms of Doomhouse are covered in blood. You hear quietly voices almost from within the walls. Doom, doom, doom. You arrive at a door, and the moment you move it, you see a group of Doomhouse students all huddled in a mass chanting, "Doom, Doom, Doom." And then One of them in the front goes, "Welcome to Doom House!" And then the people in the back lift up a big banner that says, "Welcome to Doom House Ram." And you step inside, and it is like a nice, like, cozy tea house in here. There's like warm light, comfortable chairs, there's cushions. People have these like ornamental tapestries up on the walls, the fireplace crackling in the corner. Sorry that everything is kind of a mess. You know, we just had a paintball war, and we were all out of all the other colors, so we only had red paint. It's all over the hallway. And, you know, you close your door and you're free to rest. Now we go to Gallet. You enter into the door. You look up, you spot somebody high up, like hanging on top of like a small little like banister. They immediately cast a fireball down onto you. You like dash through it.
And I'm gonna use lightning lure, and I'm just throwing them back down.
And you see, I do believe you got the best of me there, sir. Everybody give a nice round of applause for our newest member, Bushel. They all do a slow clap and never accelerate. You see a dark smoke lounge vibes, kind of suffused with a strange like purple haze, like people like smoking hookah or whatever.
I'm a purveyor of art and artistry. Is there any particular paintings around that you'd find particularly striking?
Oh yeah, well there is the portrait of a very famous Wickraiser alumnus, Celestia the Cunning. There's a portrait over there, and you just see like a masked wizard in like a long cloak. Well! Who's this guy? Come here, let me take a closer look at you.
Okay, hi, yeah.
You step in close, Gallet. You fear a sharp pain directly into your ribs as the painting like stabs you through the canvas. Sinisteria says, "Never trust anyone. Anyone could be wearing."
I pick up the painting while he's talking, and then I burn it in the ring.
That's what I like to see. And you see Tobias goes, "I don't think you're allowed to do that, but good job, dude." You see Alok. You go up your stairs. You hear somewhere in the distance the grinding of chains. And you walk up the stairs. You come to a little landing in front of a door. And as you take another step, you see something illuminate underneath you as a glyph of warding is triggered. And you feel chains instantly wrap around your body and drag you up to the ceiling upside down like a spider's web. And you spy a figure walking up to you. She looks at you and she says, "Welcome to Grumor, stranger."
Yep.
You're Wormlaw?
I feel like this is a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's meant to be.
Okay.
You see, she snaps her fingers and the chains will lower you so that like your face look like making eye contact with her. This is not a comfortable place to be. Do you understand that?
I'm getting that, yeah.
What is your business here? Why are you studying at Ravenholm?
Magic intrigues me, and this is the best place to learn.
What kind of magic do you practice?
Illusions.
You see, she snaps her fingers again, and the chains release. Go ahead, illusion boy. Show me an illusion.
Okay. I do actually have silent image. Is one of my items.
Oh.
So that's why I said illusion. I'll make a silent image of like her, but like kind of like doing like a mocking kind of thing.
Not bad. You see, she snaps her fingers. Instead of her opening the door, a skeleton opens the door. I'm a necromancy student, so like you know, I kind of keep everything. Yeah.
That's really chill.
Like, do you like dead things?
Yeah.
I love dead things. We're gonna get along just fine, you and I. Suma, you walk into the Hellspout dorms. As soon as you walk over, the door gets kicked open, and you see Danny the Dagger. Well. Look what the cat dragged in. Welcome to Hellspout. He takes his dagger, slices a line. If you're gonna make it past that line, you're gonna have to beat the shit out of me, brother, with your bare hands.
Can I dimension door past him?
Whoa,
and I have
brother.
my sword out, and I just sort of like hold it to his neck.
I like you. What are you doing after this?
Getting orientated, apparently.
You guys all settle in, and I think that is where we're gonna call the session for tonight.